Lately, it seems like the public can't stop talking about a very private issue. But while many people think this is simply an issue about where transgender students can and can't use the bathroom, the reality is, it's a whole lot more complicated. On May 13th, the Obama administration sent a letter to public schools on the topic of transgender students. The directive, issued as significant guidance, didn't just apply to bathrooms. It entered the space of locker rooms, dorms, overnight hotels, and other places you might not expect. If you're confused about all this and what exactly the directive does, you're not alone. We're here to break down the so-called bathroom directive and explain how it reaches far beyond your toilet. In some cases, the Obama administration's guidance is black and white. For example, transgender students must be allowed into bathrooms, locker rooms, and showers based on the gender that they identify with. This policy also applies to housing and overnight hotels. While this is pretty to the point, in other cases, the Obama administration isn't so clear about what it's requiring of schools. Take competitive sports teams and PE classes, for example. According to the letter, schools are still allowed to have sex-segregated sports teams, but they can't rely on, quote, overly broad generalizations or stereotypes about the differences between transgender students and other students, or others' discomfort with transgender students. What these overly broad generalizations or stereotypes are is not explained, so the Obama administration is leaving plenty of room for different interpretations, not to mention future lawsuits. Finally, there are a few areas where the Obama administration doesn't specifically mandate that schools grant transgender students access to. These include sororities, fraternities, and single-sex schools. When it comes to these areas, schools are allowed to accept transgender students, but they're not required to. So you see, this conversation isn't just about where people go to the bathroom. And to make it more complicated, if schools don't comply with this new guidance, the Obama administration says they could be found in violation of Title IX and therefore lose access to thousands, if not millions, of taxpayer dollars that they receive. For the Daily Signal, I'm Kelsey Harkness.